Well, happy with the win. Thought we got off to a really good start today. Thought we played a pretty good first half. I thought there was a couple of poor possessions offensively towards the end of the first half that led to some easy baskets for them. Defensively, the entire first half, the second half, um, Christian Lewis got away from us a little bit. We had six fouls with 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second half. Now, some of that I'm not sure you can explain, but we did a great job. It ended up being 36-18 in free throws, and we shot eight of them late. So to be able to combat that, I thought was good. One, we got to do a better job of moving our feet, keeping our hands off of guys. Um, but defensively, to hold the team 37% for the game, um, very very pleased with that. And 2 of 18 from three. So I thought defensively we did some really good things. Offensively, as long as we played with patience and got the ball to side and change sides of the floor, we got some really good looks. The only time we kind of got bogged down is when we tried to attack on the first side and tried to force a few things that led to some poor shots or turnovers. And when we stayed away from that, I thought we had a lot of success offensively. I think we dominated in the point, got 40 points in the paint. Um, I think Caden Fish is starting. He had two really solid practices after getting cleared after the Bowling Green game from the injury that he had in Toledo, and he just hadn't played in 2 years, and they really hadn't played that much this year. With all the injuries and just getting him into a consistent flow. But I think you're starting to see the type of player that he can be with consistency. I thought we had contributions across the board. I thought Jawan. It was nice to see Jawan make a couple shots tonight. Hopefully that can get him going. Maybe catch his little senioritis here in the last month. But winning basketball games in college is difficult, and winning them on the road is even more difficult. And the only people that bitch and complain about are the ones that have never done it. And so we're going to take this win and enjoy it.
Yeah, I guess talking about that first half that you said you guys did so well, and you guys got off to a big start. I believe it got up to 15 points. What did you see out there that allowed the team to jump out to that?
Well, it started with our defense. I thought we had a defensive intensity and purpose to start the game that we haven't had in the last couple of games. And I thought that uh, kind of spearheaded some offense. And then obviously we made some shots early. And when the ball goes in, normally the energy level picks up, and you fight that as a coach all the time. Like, don't be offensive sensitive. Don't let that dictate how you play on the defensive end. But it's a lot easier said than done. When you miss 7, 8 straight shots, or kind of how we've shot it the last two games, like, oh, go get another stop, go get another stop, like that can wear on you. And so it's good to be able to see the ball go in early, and I thought that gave us a little bit more energy than we've had the last couple games.
Yeah, coach, you talked about Caden's contributions, obviously, but you had four guys in double figures and a lot of other guys step up. What's that been like to see the progression from these guys and them finding their steps?
Yeah, I mean it's good. I mean that's what you hope to see, earlier in the year. But like I think today, um, we missed our 50th game due to sickness or injury or whatever that is, and so it's been difficult to get these guys in a rhythm with a cohesive unit. Um, but I think some guys are starting to settle in and understand what the expectations are, and like they've gotten better. Like we talked about, even when you don't get the result that we want. Like these guys have gotten better. They're fun, like I've told you over and over. They're a fun group to work with. Um, they keep showing up and they want to improve, and so you're really happy for them when they get the result like they did today.
Yeah, you talk about all the guys coming together and getting better. How encouraging is that to see when you have eight MAC games left and one of
Well,
the most important stretches?
yeah, I mean it's just encouraging. Like it don't matter if you got one game left or 30 games. Like you want guys that want to get better and they want to work, and these guys show up every day. Like, and so that part has been fun. I know. I mean, it's they're college kids, right? Like, so you fight them occasionally here and there on some effort stuff, but they've been pretty solid with that throughout the year. So it's like I said, like these guys keep showing up. They make the mornings pretty enjoyable when you get a chance to work with these guys in practice.
Yeah, you talked about winning on the road, and I know this team has somewhat struggled on the road, this season. What is that like for this group heading into those final 8 games to win a pretty big road game for you guys?
I mean, just like I said, when it's hard, man. Like, and the only people that don't understand it, like I'll repeat it, are the ones that have never done it. Like, um, and so, like, look, man, we got to go. We're lucky, very fortunate um, that we get to fly home, but we got to wait on a plane to get here. So we're gonna go sit at a restaurant. That's gonna be a hell of a lot more enjoyable. They screw my order up. I'm not gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna accept it and smile, um, and just go on. Like, dude, it changes everything. Um, and but we got a good group of guys, and that's what I keep going back to. Um, is these guys are fun to work with, and it's rewarding to watch these guys continue to work and continue to improve.
Yeah, I guess what was the change that you saw defensively out there, timeout, holding them to 30 some percent?
Well, I thought our first half was really solid. I think what we get 27 points when they shoot the first half, 34, 35%. 27 points, you're going to put yourselves in a position to win. The second half, we really struggled to keep the ball in front of us. Like I said, we had 6 fouls, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second half. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. Um, so we got to be able. We didn't move our feet. Um, we didn't have the same intensity. Now I thought the 1-3-1. I don't think they scored against the 1-3-1 all night. I thought going to that, coming out of a timeout when they wanted to draw something up, they didn't really. I thought we did some good things with that. And like I said off the top of my head, I'm not sure they scored against it. We probably used it 7, 8 possessions, which is what it's there for. And I thought it, because we were really struggling to keep Lewis in front of us coming off the bounce.